Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a watch that's going to be released on Kickstarter very soon in October. This is the Australis Sea Shade, a new micro brand from Australia, which is pretty cool. And it offers a lot of value for the money, so I figured we'd take a look at it. This is a prototype sample, obviously, but things are going to be pretty much very similar to this watch right here in my hand. There are a few different color variations. I'll drop a link to their website in the description below and all the information about the Kickstarter launch in the beginning of October. As you can see, this is the blue dial, a deep navy blue dial with green accents. You can probably tell. But yeah, it comes with a lot of stuff, a lot of good components as well inside of this watch. And it comes with a few extra straps and a nice leather carry case as well. And I'll show you that right now, then we'll dig a little deeper into why I think this is a very good value watch. The Australis Sea Shade will come in this nice carry pouch, as you can see. It has a nice soft texture to it. And it opens up. Inside, you will get a bunch of straps. This is for the, I believe it's limited to 75 people for $400 US. So if you jump on this pretty soon, you're going to get all this stuff. It includes a nice, very good kind of, let's say kind of a seatbelt style quick release NATO band, which is pretty cool. It's a two-piece. Cool colors match the dial as well. It also does come with a leather band with a custom buckle as well. I'm not a big fan of the leather band actually, but that's just me. I think this rubber band here, or silicone, actually matches the watch pretty nicely, as you can see here. It has some cool design on the back, and of course you get the custom Australis buckle as well on this one. And then flipping in here, you have some extra links, as you can see, your international warranty and a polishing cloth. So I think it's a nice little package. Now the watch itself is crafted of solid 316L stainless steel, but there is a treatment to it. So basically you're not going to be able to really scratch this watch. It comes with a hardness coating on the bracelet and the case of 1100 HV, which means it's going to be very hard to scratch this watch. It's going to stay pretty minty throughout wear, which is very nice to see. I haven't put any scratches on it yet. I've had it for a couple weeks, wearing it around and such, and it looks basically brand new. So it definitely works very good. The case itself, in terms of size, we're looking at 42 millimeters. We're looking at 12.8 millimeters in terms of thickness. Lug to lug, you're looking at 49 millimeters with a lug width of 22 millimeters. Now, the dial. Well, the dial is actually really interesting. I haven't seen a dial that actually looks like this. We do kind of have that Doxa style green sweeping seconds hand, but it's interesting how the applied markers kind of have a double, there's a border in between, so it looks like two markers. It's really one piece though. There are applied markers going all around, filled with BGW9 blue Swiss Lume, which is actually pretty good. Then you get a full sapphire bezel, sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, lumed hands as well, and the bezel is lumed as well, which is a sapphire insert. So you're getting sapphire and sapphire on the lumed bezel as well in that nice gray color, which really matches the dial very nicely. This is a dive watch, of course, so we, of course, do get 300 meters of water resistance, which is listed right above the 6 o'clock position. We get an applied A in green, Sea Shade printed as well, automatic 300 meters. Now the crown is screwed down as well, as you can see here, signed with their logo. Nice brushwork on the case as well. Take a closer look. So the actual finishing on the case is very nice. There are no, sharp edges or really anything like that. It's a very nice case cut, I must say. Definitely conforms to the wrist nicely when you have it on the wrist. It's very smooth and there's no real error there. I think they did a pretty good job on the actual brushed finish on this actual piece. The bezel itself, as you can see, has these nice large cutouts. So it's not a coin edge, it's more like a block edge if you look at it, but it's very easy to get a good grip on here. We get a 120 click bezel, which is really nice. Very minimal backplay, if any. It's very sturdy, very tool-like feeling, and has a pretty nice sound to it. And everything does line up to that 12 o'clock position, which most of you guys are probably waiting for. So the crown, actually, it's a screw-down crown, pretty easy to grip, for my fingers at least. Decent grip on there. This is running the SW200, but the date is removed. So you're not going to get that ghost date click when you move out to the second position, but there is a second position, I must say. But we'll get into that. So it has self-winding, as you can see, which is pretty smooth for an SW200. even though this thing is running already. You pull out one position, and it's just going to be nothing. So that's where the date would have been. In your final position, we do get hacking. This movement has about a 38-hour power reserve. Beats at 4 Hertz, same as the ETA 2824. Very reliable and very accurate. This one is actually regulated in a few different positions, which is very nice. For $400, they're actually going to regulate the movement, so you're going to be running within plus or minus 5 seconds per day, which is really nice. Now, another cool, interesting thing is the bracelet. So we have a nice custom fitted bracelet with an end link that folds over, which most of you guys really, really do like. It fits the wrist a lot better. It's more comfortable, wears smaller as well. So we get a nice kind of, I would say engineer style bracelet, I'm not sure. But it's a nice bracelet. It's brushed, has the hardness coating, and it comes with this really cool self-adjust. So if you're going to go diving, or if you're just hot in the summer, your wrist swells up, you can open this up a little bit, which is pretty cool. The buckle itself is signed with the Australis logo. It opens up to a milled clasp. Pretty secure. Nothing really bad to say. 1, 2, 3 micro adjustments. But with that, you're not really going to need to worry about those micro adjustments. Taking a look at the case back. Case back is screwed down with some basic specifications, and then of course we do get the nice custom molded case back, which looks really nice. Also, I didn't mention, the solid end links on the bracelet do have quick release pins. You can pop this off in a second, and it's very nicely fitted. It fits in and out very perfectly, so you're not going to have to worry about putting that back in. There's no issues there. I've tested it multiple times. But yeah, it does have BGW9 Lume, and the Lume is actually really good on this model. I'm going to take a look at that right now. I'm going to shine the torch on it, and we'll take a look. So as you can see, the Lume is pretty evenly applied on the hands, the markers, and the bezel as well, which I was really surprised by. So you get those two little rectangles here going all the way around, the hands, the markers, and of course the 12 o'clock triangle. It lasts a pretty long time. It's a nice blue color. It is Swiss BGW9, and I think it looks pretty good. It's one that's going to last quite a long time and be very visible at night. Sized up for my 6.5-inch wrist, it fits very nicely across. It's very comfortable. The bracelet has a really nice kind of tooly look to it, very dive watch, tool-like watch in my opinion, with kind of a fun twist with that nice green color. Yeah, it feels very premium, I must say, with the sapphire bezel insert. Everything just flows together nicely. It almost seems seamless, as if the crystal is actually part of the bezel, because it's actually the same level. It's on the same exact level, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, definitely a very nice fit on the wrist. The bracelet is comfortable, actually. I was surprised by that, because sometimes with these quick adjust bracelets, they're not so comfortable, but this one fits very nicely. I think it has to do with the size of the watch, actually. And I think everything matches up nicely in terms of size, so I think this was the right choice. Very easy to take on and off, and it is very secure, so no issues with that. And like I said, if you need a little extra room, you can just pop it out a little bit, and if your wrist swells up in the summer, I know mine does, to about 6.75 inches, you can just pop it out one position. When you go back inside in the air conditioning, you can put it right back. Very useful, very useful. But what I have to say about it, I think for $400 for the early bird deal with the straps, the case, I think it's a pretty good deal. It's a very nicely cut case, has good specifications. We get that Swiss automatic caliber. You get good BGW9 Swiss Lume, a sapphire bezel insert. You get BGW9 on the dial. We get a very nice bracelet. This is a screw link bracelet, and it's extremely articulating, which is really nice. So I don't really feel they cheaped out in any way on this model. I think they did a pretty good job. Obviously, there's a few different colors. Not everybody's going to like this color, or maybe some will, some won't. But you can definitely check out the colors on their website. I will drop a link in the description below. And once the Kickstarter goes live in a couple of days, I will drop the link to their Kickstarter so you can check them out when they're live if you want to buy one of these. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I didn't really find any errors. This one is actually running very nicely at about plus 3 seconds per day, which is like basically cost chronometer certified status. So I think they did a pretty good job on regulating these SW200s. But yeah, I can't really see any error unless you don't like the style of the watch. Obviously, not everybody likes every style of every watch. People have different tastes. But I think altogether, the watch looks very neatly put together. Everything is in place for the money. I think you're getting a pretty good deal. You're getting the extra straps and the case, and you're getting everything that this watch comes with. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, this is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the Australis Sea Shade straight from Australia. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.